man.
Back up in this thing once again. You know what I'm saying?
We back here with a very great guest today.
Talk to him.
A marijuana cannabis enthusiast.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very much so.
She's out here.
Very
She's
much
out
so.
here.
And you know what? Not just that. This is the first woman guest that we've had on this platform.
Uh-oh. She's breaking some
You know what I'm
barriers
saying?
right
So
now.
we're breaking some barriers right here.
It's only right.
So we definitely gotta introduce you to the world the correct way. You know what I'm saying? If you guys don't know, we're sitting here with Green Girl.
Spit Your Game, Talk Your Shit presents
Hello.
Green Girl.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
This is a good one, y'all.
Yes.
Straight up. So this is the co-host, Chef KG. This is Vinny
right.
Vito, if you guys don't know. And we about to kick this thing off. So I mean, you want to take this away, or what's up? How you?
I'm gonna let you go. You
Tell what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
on cruise control, man.
I like to start at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to just give us a little bit on your background, or you from St. Louis, or you know, how'd you come up? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm from St. Louis.
Okay.
I have lived all over St. Louis at various times in my life. I can't say I claim anything specifically, but I'm definitely from North County.
Okay.
Okay.
Same here.
North County, that's right. That's right. Where my paddock niggas at?
Okay, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, all
Baby,
right.
she in the building.
The high school question is, but where'd you go to? I mean, the St. Louis question is,
Oh
where'd you
yeah,
go
where'd
to
you go to
high
high
school?
school?
That's the
Which
most
year,
St.
my
Louis.
nigga?
That's like what set you claim. You know what I'm
Which
saying?
year, my nigga? Because in real life,
Kind of
okay,
moved around a little bit. What was your longest stretch? All right, go ahead.
there is no longer stretch. It's only 4 years.
That's what's
So you did a year that. I'm gonna let you go.
Started at Jennings, went to Riverview. By my senior year, I ended up having some home issues, and I went to a school called Meta P. Washington. So that is an alternative school, or was an alternative school for girls that either were pregnant and had children. And because I was going from county to city, I took night classes at Roosevelt.
So you.
So I literally been everywhere. Thanks.
Yeah, you can't claim no.
I've been all over this motherfucker. So
That's what's up.
yeah, and that's that on that.
So since you are a cannabis marijuana enthusiast, we all share the stories of when did you first smoke weed. So I'm gonna hit you with that one. Yes, where did it all start? Where did it all start for the Green Thumb girl?
So,
Green Thumb, let's go. Green
so
girl.
it goes in spurts.
Okay. Just
So
tell me about the
very
time.
first time I had ever smoked, I was in Kansas City, Missouri with my family, like my big cousins or whatever, my dad's side.
Okay.
And so they had watched this ridiculous movie, and I know y'all know it, I'm About It.
My cousins wouldn't let me
And
watch that in, but that's a whole other story.
We watched I'm About It, and I was like, this
Shout out
can't
to
be a
Pete.
real movie. I thought it was a fake movie. I didn't think it was
Because of
real.
like a parody or something?
I thought it was just, I was a kid. I was like, this shit ain't real. Like,
that shit was
that
real.
being funny. And then they went outside and they got in this car or whatever. And so like everybody got in the car. Yeah, everybody piling up. And there's a bunch of teenagers. And like me and a couple of my other cousins, it's like definitely like 10, 8, young. And they was smoking and I was just there. I didn't smoke. I was just in that bitch.
Oh, in the car?
In the car with them. And it was so tight in that motherfucker.
So was the windows up?
Yes.
Okay.
They hotboxed the shit out of us. And then we got out and they went and cooked.
Hold on, real quick, for the people who don't know what a hot box is, you know what I'm saying? That's when you sit in some type of vehicle or some type of enclosed situation with no ventilation and you guys just fire up repeatedly. You know what I'm saying? It's like a torture chamber.
They hotboxed the shit out of us.
You get high as a motherfucker.
And that was my first high experience. And we got out that motherfucker and they're Muslim. So when we get out this motherfucker, they hit the kitchen. Y'all ain't never seen so much beef bacon and motherfucking toast and shit cooked in my motherfucker like they ain't good.
Damn.
They did. Oh, they got
You just
damn.
changed the game with that.
I did.
Nah. No, I know it's out there, but just hearing somebody say that, like, people
A lot of
don't
people
know
don't
it's.
say beef bacon.
That's what I'm saying. They don't know it's even out there or
it's
available.
good. It's a little more expensive, you know what I'm saying? But it's good though. Shout out to your cousins for beef bacon sandwiches in the nighttime.
Yeah,
Like
man, dog, high as fuck. Not the first time I actually smoked. I was with a couple of my neighbor friends down the street when I lived on Green Valley, and they smoked or whatever. Nope, I take that back. That's a lie. That ain't even it. That's just my favorite story. Hold on. The first time I for real smoked was with my homegirl Shanika, and she had a boyfriend who used to get weed and shit. So we walked to school before school to go get. So basically, you miss first hour because you smoking, and you get the second hour, and it was health. So we could eat in our health class. She was hella cool.
Wow.
So her boyfriend and would have like the weed. They would already have it rolled up. We'll smoke. Then me and her get to class, and I done brought this big, delicious, delightful, homemade, beautiful sandwich, work of art that I created at like 13. This is work of art. So now I was really chefing it up.
So like a hoagie right there.
The motherfuckers used to be lit. Like I used to turkey. You know what I'm saying? Lettuce, tomato, red onion, a little Miracle Whip, a little salt, a little pepper, a little mustard.
You lost me there, but go ahead. I like
Cut it in half. You got fixed. Yeah, it was nice.
All right, that's cool.
I love my friend.
That makes me want to have a sandwich later. That's what's up, man. Straight up. So, man, I'm telling you, you know what? And shout out to the big cousins, man, because when I first smoked, my big cousin introduced me to some smoke.
That's how it be.
For real, man.
That's
Shout out
how
to the
it
big
be.
cousins. You want to be in a cooler environment, you know what I'm saying? Your first time smoking, you really don't want to smoke with strangers too much, but you know, your big cousins, they ain't gonna lead you wrong, man. They straight up had me high down in Alabama. Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, man. You know, introduced me to this life.
My little cousins don't even believe that I deal with weed. You lying, girl. You lying. Alright, little cousins, that's fine. I'm lying, baby. You don't know no better. That's how good I keep it together.
No doubt. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be, straight up.
Yeah.
And you know what? And you know, and looking at your social media, looking at your pages, like you really deep dive into marijuana culture. You know what I'm saying? It's not just hey, smoke this. You really actually giving out information to the people.
Yeah.
Sativa, indica, what you should be looking for. So, you know, tell us a little bit something about that. Like, what's motivating you to really get that information out there to the people?
So this is the thing. I have worked in healthcare since like 2011, okay? And in this time frame, I can wholeheartedly say I've been on both sides of the bed. I've been the person taking care of you. I've been the person needing to be taken care of. And I can honestly say I'm not a fan of what medicine is now.
That's a fact.
And because I'm not a fan from personal experiences, I just feel like I've reached a point in my life where I don't really care what anybody else thinks. I know what I know.
Yeah.
I know what's real, what's going to help take care of you. I know you have to have a certain motivation to take care of yourself. And if you know better, then you'll do better. If you know what, you'll do better. I can't say that's for everyone, but that's definitely for me. This is medicine to me. I don't play with it. I get offended a lot, actually. Like, people come to me crazy or, so what you got type shit. Oh, I get big offended. Like,
oh, okay, hold up.
I don't like that.
So you rather a person come to you like,
what do you recommend?
or like you have an indica or sativa, you rather a person kind of break it down that way? Or?
It ain't even got to be that. You just can't come with no stankness because you see a female selling herbs.
No doubt.
Or I hate when somebody must be CBD. Why? Because I'm cute? Because if I was one of these rough looking females, you wouldn't think twice, bitch.
Shout out to the rough females. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, but I feel what you said.
I was trying to hold her in, but damn.
But for real. That's a real thing. Because there's this idea that there's a separation. Cannabis is one plant.
Yeah.
I can't help it because you are undereducated and choose to remain that way.
Yeah.
There's benefits to CBD, and being high isn't all the
Exactly.
end all be all.
Exactly.
You have to be responsible with everything you do. This isn't just like something to do when I'm stressed out. This is literally a part of my life.
Lifestyle.
You know what I'm saying? You have your morning cup of coffee. I have my morning blunt.
Mm-hmm.
We all gotta wake up however we gotta wake up.
That's a fact. It's all about peace at the end of the day.
You
You know
know?
what I'm saying? Whatever, get you to that place of peace.
I choose weed over caffeine.
That's a fact.
I choose weed over liquor, to be honest. That's just my choice. And it hasn't steered me wrong. And of all the things that I've studied, I've yet to hear anything bad about cannabis. Because there's nothing wrong with cannabis. There's no real argument. You could even try to say, well, because you smoke an inhalation. Yeah, but you don't have to smoke tobacco. That is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think that folks are addicted to weed. They don't be addicted to weed. They be addicted to tobacco.
That tobacco, yeah. And it's a whole different type of high, smoking out of a blunt versus, what I'm saying, paper or a hemp wrap. Definitely.
Or a bomb.
Or a bomb, you know what I'm saying?
100 glass, preferably not that metal shit. Because people are stuck on that metal shit and just like, I got hit.
Damn.
And it's like every time you flicking that lighter and that heat to that metal,
it's like a chemical.
It's not, something they told, I can't think of it now, but they told me every time you burning that metal off, it's not good.
It's giving crack. So when you say the metal, it's giving crack.
But you know what I'm saying?
But that's
metal
the
kind
thing.
of bone
It
or
changed
one
the
hitters.
properties and it changed the same way they
You gotta have a
crack.
little mesh,
Okay, does
little
this.
thing so that it doesn't fall and get in your mouth.
Yeah, you have a little mesh, all that
Heated,
shit.
does something
That's
different.
where, I ain't gonna lie, metal pipes is where we start. Well, that's where I started off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we got educated.
Yeah, when they got educated, you know what I'm saying?
Glass is where it's at.
The white boy showed me how to, you know what I'm saying, roll up in
the foil. Yeah, that's where I started. That's
real crack vibes. Now that's real crack vibes. I ain't gonna lie.
I am literally over here like, that is.
These niggas over here crazy.
Oh my God.
It was no crack.
That's how I started off. The white boy stole some weed from his big brother. And he came to me and my homie,
off on the wrong foot.
And he tried to smoke with us, and that's what he had. They call it a foilie. They take a.
They call it a tenor in Chicago.
Back then, they don't even make these. Do they still make big pens?
Yeah, you take the pen, you roll up the pen, and then you slide the
out. Take a pen and make it like a pipe, a little metal pipe at the end. Put your little weed. And he
maybe we shouldn't be giving instructions, y'all. Strike that,
man. That's old school, man. We got way better ways to smoke. But that's how I started, right? And the white boy, my homie Iggy, and he hit it, and he blowing smoke out. Me like, all right. So when it comes to me and the dude, me and my homie, we like, nigga, we not high. Like, what the fuck is this? So he chilling. Like, man, we watching The Simpsons.
Because the heat, that's all the thing is. They understand.
He all like, yeah, man, you see the TV? We like, nigga, what? He's like, man, it's fucking tripping. We like, nigga, no, we just chilling. So that's where but that's where you started my weed journey, because I'm like, I know I smoked some weed, but I didn't feel nothing. So that's why I started my journey and my search. But yeah, that was my first time getting out. White boy stole some weed from his big brother. Came and smoked a foilie with us.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
Can't make that shit up.
And but you know what? Just to get back to like dispensaries and shit like that. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Like I struggle with anxiety. You know what I'm saying? And I used to just buy indica, or what I'm saying, not really knowing what I was really buying. I just let me get the Kush. Kush is an indica, right? So I used to go up to the, one day I went to Green Light. I'm gonna shout y'all out because y'all, I went to Green Light and I told them, I was like, listen, I'm looking for something for anxiety. I actually went to them with a purpose. And they looked up my history and they was like, yeah, the shit you buying is fucking up your anxiety. It's adding
oh my God, I'm so excited. This is my favorite thing.
So that's when they gave me like a little sheet of a terpene sheet. And it broke down the terpenes. And I'm like, for real? Y'all got shit for appetite suppressant? I won't get the munchies? Damn, okay, so that really changed my life when I really started looking at weed from a different angle.
You live in like a Mercy and Cariophylline type of world, don't you?
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, I know.
See, look at that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
I know.
my homies was like, damn, Vince. I went out. My homies was like, damn, man, you really engaged and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, I got this damn weed. That shit had me energetic. You know what I'm saying? Socially engaged. So, listen, y'all, it's more than just about getting high. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely, it's a purpose to that. But yeah, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Talk a little bit more about that.
I'm so glad that you said that. Did you not notice I perked up? I get excited.
I saw that. You know what I'm saying? I feel good sharing that.
Shout out to the homegirl at the underground that she got super excited when she started. Like, I get to chance to. That's like a nerd passion.
That's how you know it's a real passion.
So this is the thing. I have this conversation so often because I really do deal with a lot of people that don't understand why they smoke. And when they start talking to me about indicas and sativas, I'm like, well, most of what you're going to get is a hybrid anyway. So I can tell you whatever you want to hear. But what's going on with you? Why do you smoke? A lot of times they can't identify why they smoke. So then we got to dig into what times do you smoke. If you smoke right before you go somewhere, usually you're dealing with social anxiety. If you're sleeping right before you go to bed, it's because you have issues with insomnia or pain. If you wake up and smoke, then you more than likely don't want to like start your day on a bad note. You have some concern inside. So that helps me to gauge what you need.
There you go. There you go.
And Mercy and the Caryophyllene, they usually are hand in hand. Your average rapper, the strain names they throwing out there are those two. And if anybody ever thought about it, what do the celebrities deal with so much more now, and we half the time don't believe them? Anxiety.
It's a fact.
Their nerves are fucked.
And listen, not to just throw this in there, you know, Andre 3000 finally came out and said why he hasn't dropped any music, because he's like, his anxiety is just crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, like you said, that really does affect a lot of rappers, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I want to say this, or ask y'all this, for y'all opinions since y'all bring this up. I think people use that word too loosely. What is y'all definition of anxiety? Because you hear it so much, I just want to know what do you explain it as when it affects you when you say anxiety? Because I keep hearing that word. And I'm like, do I have it? I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. So,
well,
you go, either one. It don't matter.
No, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
So, anxiety.
Ladies first. There you go.
No, anxiety is really a combination of different feelings where it gets to be so, I don't know if heavy is the word I want to say. For me, it's heavy, but it can make you so anxious that you can't function. When it's to the point where you literally can't function, no matter what it is. So, like, for instance, the performance that we seen with a young man, he knew all the words, but when they put that mic in front of him, he ran. He became so afraid that he literally could not physically deal.
Okay. Real talk.
That's anxiety. So people's anxiety can range from one point to the next, and your reactions could be different. Some people get anxious. Like, I'm the type of person, I'm animated, but when I'm anxious, I'm scary still. So, like, I work in healthcare, so when things happen like this, you have to be calm. So I'm scary still in situations where everybody else is screaming. If somebody was to shoot this motherfucker up right now, I'm gonna be scary still, and someone else will be screaming. I'm just sitting here observing and moving slow. That's what my anxiety does. So now I'm stuck, but I gotta remain calm. You gotta push through that. That's your fight or flight. Some people can still fight through their fight or flight.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And that's when people black the fuck out. When somebody black out and they don't even know what they doing, they fighting through their fight or flight.
It's real, man. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely real. I've been struggling with it for a minute.
Because I just hear that word so much, and I just wonder, like,
because it's real. I think people are more so diagnosing it more so now. People understand, like, why the fuck I feel this way? You know what I'm saying? And, like, I ain't gonna lie. Just a little background story. When we went to the Hazy P concert, you know what I'm saying? You know, of course, my anxiety was fucking with me then, you know what I'm saying? But on a note, when I first met you, you might not remember this, but you came in, but you were so inviting, you were so you know what I'm saying, engaging. I'm like, oh man, it's real cool. You kind of made me feel more comfortable, you know what I'm saying, to be honest. So, straight up. So, yeah, I don't know, that anxiety shit fucks with me, man.
That's because I already had my pre-blood.
You know what I'm saying? You was good. You was good. See, I think I was probably smoking the wrong shit that night.
You gave us a crazy drop that night, too.
Yeah, I did.
You did. Yeah. It was a dope ass drop that night, straight up.
No, I do
that. We ain't use that.
I do that a lot. I smoke before I go to anything I have to go to.
For sure.
I definitely am not like if you give me private, you get all animation. You get me outside, I'm like, hey y'all. So I gotta smoke to put the show on, because otherwise I ain't there in my right head space, and then I'm looking all straight face, and then people, oh, she must be mad or mean, and I'm actually chilling, thinking about rolling up.
So is there an actual, you think there's actually something that you can do to get rid of anxiety, period? Or is that something people just gonna have to cope with for life?
Let's say this.
Right.
Life is nothing but making habits. Like every line in your brain, because you're still developing lines
Wrinkles
in your brain.
and shit, right.
Every line in your brain is just a new connection of something else you learn. So
some people brain smooth as a motherfucker, y'all. Motherfuckers like velvet up there. Go ahead.
How do you unlearn it?
Yeah.
Like, it's things that you probably do from your childhood that you don't realize you still do, and you never unlearned it.
Unlearned it.
Or inherited from your parents.
Like, honestly, I think that the shutdown gave everybody the reset. And
you mean COVID?
Okay. I believe the shutdown gave everybody the reset. And I think that scared the fuck out of the leaders and the powers that be, because now everybody had an opportunity to see everything full scale. The curtains were drawn. And that's why so much bullshit, misinformation has been thrown every which direction. But because you got to keep the confusion, you got to build that confusion back up. Because it was like for like 2 seconds, everything was very clear of what was what and with whom. And that's when we seen these motherfucking people get real crazy and bold and storm a Capitol.
Jesus.
But at that very moment, that was the one time I think that everybody could see everything for what it was.
What it was, yeah, for sure.
And I'm gonna add to that, without stepping on that, the Alabama shit that just happened this year.
Oh, that also that sent another signal. Please do not get it fucked up.
Shout out to that. You know what? I just heard that.
Shout out to the nigga that swam across.
Well, yeah. Shout out to the man, first nigga in history ever swim to a fight, man.
And then whoop some ass. And then walk away just picking his hair. Like,
that was hard though. But I heard there was a little bit of retribution. I heard that a white guy killed a black dude.
Behind all of that, like afterwards?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Not nobody that was connected to it, but somebody in a different state behind that shit.
I mean, there's
in Florida or some shit like that.
Yeah, always going to be.
That's crazy. Yeah.
There's always going to be something, but I think for a brief moment, I honestly
that was
believe
a symbol of strength right there.
This depression that we're dealing with, this inflation, we call it a depression because that's literally what we're in.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
And it's global.
Yeah.
I had to tell somebody that the other day. I think that also is going to be something that puts everybody on the same accord to see. We are all watching the same thing. Yes, your motherfucking toilet paper is damn near $20. We getting up there. Why am I buying fucking Angel Soft and that shit's running me $8 and $9? That ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? And I think that makes everybody understand how very even you really are.
Yeah.
Like, when it's all said and done, you still spending the same money I'm spending to do this shit. The basic shit. We ain't talking about houses and all that.
It's
Yo, basic shit. You ain't no better than fucking me right now, bro.
Everybody needs the same shit. And when it's a situation where you might not be able to get it, because people was panicking, you know, when there was no toilet paper and shit.
I was working at Walmart.
Food, meat was done, all the meat was gone and shit. You really start to see, like, damn, if there's a situation, I'm not prepared.
Because I was working at Walmart during that whole time. That was that time when you actually needed a physical letter to be
get in.
driving around. Like,
Yeah,
nigga, it was a ghost
I
town.
had a physical letter
Me
for
too.
work.
I was trying to save that motherfucker. I
think
swear
I
to
still
God.
got mine.
That's a piece of history right there. That's
Bro, I didn't even, because you think about, when you living in it, you ain't really thinking about
safe
5 years, 6 years
trying to survive the shit.
Unless it's
Right,
with
right,
kids or something like mementos, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? My first this, first that. But like in life, you like, damn, I don't know how long this gonna last, so I ain't tripping off that paper. You know what I'm saying? But bro, it was literally like 8 cars on the highway, bro.
But did you see how quickly all different states became legal medicinally during?
That's because niggas was going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice how
Yeah,
not
no
one
choice.
liquor store was told to close?
Oh yeah, they gave them special hours. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, listen,
They're
they had to,
essential.
man.
That's
It was
crazy.
a lot of depression going on because when
That's
you in your
why
house,
they were running them through so
Real talk.
quickly to get the medicinal in.
Yeah, for sure.
Because of that, because they know what was coming. They knew exactly what was happening.
They knew exactly.
But then they still had to play with how they can keep a leg up. Because many of the laws are written like, yeah, you're supposed to be able to be free now. It's a little freer, supposedly. But many of those laws were written very stale, very blandly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to play with the verbiage.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to also remember that when the powers that be, government officials don't want you to do things, there's things that they do. Like, if you went to jail on one charge, and let's say it was possession, but they didn't exactly write what it was the possession. So now they could lie and say that it was something different.
Something different, right? Yep, that's a fact. Damn.
Now you still might be fucked even more. And then by keeping it federally illegal, which is technically federally legal, but it's technically federally legal, but nobody's ever used the doctor's notepad to write a fucking script. It's so many loopholes that this fucking world play with. Of made up in the basement ass rules.
That's a fact.
That's why you have a Supreme Court that was bought. I knew when she passed away, this bullshit was gonna air out the way it did.
Who?
Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She was the female Supreme Court justice. When she passed away, that's when they slid them 2 snake motherfuckers in up under Trump. The rapist and the bitch that they paid.
Talk to him. Talk your shit.
And they already had Clarence stank ass in there.
Oh, jeez.
You don't care nothing about me, I ain't worried about it.
No doubt. That's a fact. That's a fact. And listen, we definitely got to hip ourselves to who's in office, y'all. It can't just be.
That's what I'm like, who?
Y'all literally, people don't realize, and it pisses me off in Missouri.
Bless you.
Bless you. You literally pick your own judges. All y'all gotta do is go vote.
Go vote. That's a fact. That's
You
a
literally can pick your own judge. You think
Yeah.
I didn't try to vote a judge out? They motherfucking got me locked up. You motherfucking right how you vote. Fuck you.
Nope. Man, I'm going with this guy here. Yeah. But you know what? I mean, is there a way that we can get the information out to the people where, I don't know, is there an entertaining way that we can get information out to the people as far as who's the judges, who's coming up? I mean, because for some reason, a lot of people don't want to fuck with that information because it's boring. Like, I don't want to sit and try to figure out who's good for me. Is there another way that we can get this information out there?
I can't help a lazy motherfucker do nothing.
Me and lazy people don't get along.
That's like,
Can we take a shot for not
that's
getting
pure
along?
I mean,
laziness.
No,
Like,
I mean, no.
Okay, and I feel that, but is there another? Let me take a shot.
Can't
Let
be
me tell
lazy.
you something. There have been so many times where information was given to these motherfuckers in song. They listen to Kendrick Lamar all the time, love everything about him, and they damn motherfucker got up and did shit
That's a
relevant.
great point.
They love
That is a
J.
great
Cole,
point.
and they
Yeah,
not once
I ain't
got
think about it
up
like
and did
that.
shit.
J. Cole,
They love them some
Roots,
fucking
yeah, that's a
Jay-Z,
fact.
and they ain't did shit. Whether you
444,
like
it came late, but he blessed us with that.
They do what they do. They motherfuckers ain't trying to hear
game for $9.99. Like
how you love Pimp C and not listen to like the shit in between what he's saying. It's gray areas.
Oh, yeah.
And that shit apply to everything. How you love these niggas and not do shit.
There's no excuses, niggas. Listen, there's no excuses out
bullshit.
there. Yeah. Literally, there's no excuses.
Niggas get locked up. First thing they do is find religion. What religion do they always find? Islam. And then what they do, they get real smart, right? And they leave it right there once they get out. That's where you leave it at. You don't want to pick it up and take it no further. You don't want to do anything different. Nah, you do what the fuck you do to survive. And then once you survive this way, you move on to the next motherfucking thing.
Whew, that was heavy.
I mean, listen, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything.
So
you just keep on switching up. You can never put no trust in somebody that don't stand for something.
Straight up, just look at like how we go. So like, I'm gonna give you an example. I goes out. Anytime I go out, especially I end up in a lot of hood spots. What can I say? It is what it is. But it's always some nigga that come in there and they kind of look at me, act like, weird or whatever. All right, cool. And then when they see another nigga, like one of these niggas in these streets that everybody know that I happen to fuck with because they fuck with me and respect me, now you got to double take. Oh, yeah, nigga. And then when you get done with that, you come to the table and the first thing you do, because I'm a female, regardless of my homeboy being here, you want to offer me a deal. Now here's the problem. Number one, you disrespectful because you don't know what my relationship is with this person, if this business partner of mine or not. But can you tell me anything about this weed you're selling me besides the price? Never mind you want $1,200 for a pound. What is it? Fuck the name. What is it?
Exactly.
And if you can't answer me, you don't get to be disrespectful to me. Because I can smell your weed and tell you what you got, but you can't.
Damn.
You don't deserve to sell it. The fuck you here for?
That's some real shit, y'all, because, a lot of motherfuckers don't even know what they selling, you know what I'm saying? They'll put a different name on the same shit, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. So, listen, that's why I kind of fuck with dispensaries, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, because, well, can you believe 100% what they saying? But I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I'm more so inclined to fuck with somebody that's saying, okay, this is the terpenes for this strain, than the motherfucker that don't know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, educate yourselves, you know what I'm saying? That's important out here.
When you're somebody that fuck with the farmers, if you watch how the farmers move, they sniff the shit, then that's That's just dope to me. I love that shit.
That's fire.
I love it. I love listening
to
them
wine
talk.
tasting.
It truly, but you can pair cannabis as well. I'm giving too much.
Well, don't give too much because we want you to be able to do your thing, but there is a science to it. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot.
It's a
Let me
science
tell you,
to
I
it,
do a lot of things. Like it's certain things that I make that I know because I make them and I use certain herbs or I use certain spices. It's gonna fuck you up even more. So the THC content, yes, that's gonna get you. But now I've added extra herbs on top of that. That's gonna enhance that shit. Now you through the roof. You welcome. The milligrams is one thing, but I did something different and changed the sauce on you. You welcome.
That's crazy.
So speaking of that, that's a great segue. So what do we got right here?
So I had a couple of events today, and so I made the pink cookies. I brought the pink cookies back out, and it is about to be October, which is like breast cancer awareness. So I'm gonna be running the pink cookies all month. Kick that off today.
For sure.
So those are strawberry white chocolate chip.
Okay.
And then I did some, little fruity pebble treats. Those are extra gooey. I recommend you go ahead and get you a little bit now. Because it's extra gooey. Yeah, that's for you.
That's what she said.
Oh, wow. We got gifts.
I'm going to go ahead and say it.
It's the first time we got gifts on here, man. This is beautiful.
I'm going to go ahead and I got to go to work too, so shit, that'll be nice.
Okay, let's do this.
Gonna be nice.
Let's do this.
Yum yums.
I love Fruity Pebbles, y'all. This is my favorite.
Hey, Hey, remember? Damn, that's just.
Yeah.
I'm glad food and music brings you back to exactly where you was at when you was doing what you was doing. Do you remember that day I put up on you at that BP and I gave you some of that motherfucker?
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
I had one of these. Flashback. I was working at this spot in Edwardsville, and these white boys was like, "Man, them make fruity pebbles." Had like a big ass party because the restaurant was closing down, and he brought me some, and I happened to come home. And I stopped at the gas station. See this nigga. He was like, "Man, what up? Woo, woo, woo." He was like, "Man, you ain't got no weed?" I'm like, "Nah, nigga. Let's take a piece of this." And it happened to be something like what you made, but I was just. It's funny how, like I said, weed and music puts you back into exactly what you was doing.
Oh yeah, I do that a lot. While you was talking, I was remembering some other shit.
But you know what? We're talking about edibles, and one thing I've noticed over the last 10 years is like the rise of edibles. Oh, okay, yeah.
That happened.
I was about to get some real shit. I was about to. Okay.
You can keep going.
That was hard though. That was hard. But
he caught it too.
He caught that shit. That was nice, man. That's the kung fu reflex.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, still.
But no, for real, one thing I've noticed, like, it's like a rise in edibles, like, and I see that more so like in the workplace. People don't come to work high smelling like reefer. But at the same, I just said reefer, didn't I say that? I call myself like that. I turned to a box.
No, that is good. I love that.
No,
reefer.
but for real. So I just seen like a lot of more people are going to edibles than ever before. I see. You know what I'm saying? It's like a big ass. Little reefer. You know, that was hard though. I'm gonna have to get a shirt to say reefer now.
No,
you know what
you're
I'm
definitely right.
You know
People are
the
getting
early.
into it.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Reefer Madness?
Yeah, I seen that. It's like a little documentary or something.
No.
Now he's talking about the actual
movie.
It's like black and white.
Yeah,
okay, I
trash.
see it. Okay.
Yeah,
it's some
it's
bullshit.
trash, right? Something about like you'll
Trash.
commit homicides, you'll do this and do that off of
White
smoking
girls
weed.
tripping like,
oh my, what? That shit crazy,
but they did
bro.
that shit to try to like
scare people out of it.
To scare people out of it, but to also make a more racial divide between the Native Americans, the Hispanics, and the blacks. So, you know, we always had an immigration problem. So they would always make it seem like Hispanics were just high on weed. You know what I'm saying? That they would be terrible. They'll rape your women. They always try to make it seem like black men didn't smoke weed. They treated weed like it was heroin.
Yeah, it was
fucking
crazy.
with the jazz musicians and all that shit. Like,
which is all bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
fucking with the Native Americans and, you know, anything they can do to create a divide. Because they were using that shit just fine previously. They were okay with it. Queen Elizabeth was fucking using cannabis. They literally took this fucking famous book from over in another continent, brought it over here, studied the shit, was okay with the shit, and then was like, yeah, but we can hella oppress these people over here and keep them out of what we have.
That's a fact. They wanted to regulate it. You know, because actually, you know, hemp was one of the biggest exports we had way back in the day. But everybody started getting hemp because it's easy to grow hemp. You know what I'm saying? And they like, hold on, shit. Everybody's getting this money off this shit. We got to slow this shit down. Let's make it illegal, and so we can regulate it. You know what I'm saying? So they've been knew about the benefits of weed and hemp because you can make everything from hemp.
How do you take a plant from its native land in other continents
and
convince these motherfuckers to make it illegal? Because that's literally a part of ancient practices. How?
It's a straight plant, man. That's crazy, man. I can see kind of cocaine or something, you know, you might not want people growing cocoa plants or something, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but we talking about some weed. Everybody should be able to do that. And I'm just glad to see the laws changing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. More and more is getting more looser. People are being able to do what you need to do. So, hey, listen, you know, I think one day it's going to be completely legal across the board where you can grow how much, anything you want. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to do it.
Whenever they figure out how they can make it,
they got to figure out how to tax it though.
They know how to tax it. That ain't it.
What's up? Talk to me.
Motherfuckers got to be able to regulate how much you can do on your own, because you can do so much on your own.
Yeah.
You can't just tell motherfuckers that they can do it and then tell them they can't.
That's what they're doing pretty much.
So they gotta figure. It's still some shit that they gotta figure out. They don't give a fuck about taxing. They don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
But once you let that be legal, then you gotta look at other drugs and make them legal as well.
That's what Canada did.
I noticed what they did. They went on
Not
to
the
legalize
whole
cocaine.
Canada.
No, it's a region in Canada.
Yeah, certain regions.
But
like,
you know what? They did that in Amsterdam
as well.
a long years ago, and they found out when they made all drugs legal, the fucking crime dropped down dramatically because a person doesn't have to rob you. If I can go get my crack or my heroin at the center for free, I don't have to rob you. I don't have to go up in your house.
But it's still a crime because it's still
no. But
I know what you're saying.
But see, the thing
it's still
is,
indoctrinated in your mind though.
But see, the thing
it
is,
takes away the criminalization of it. Therefore, you don't feel bad. So it's not anything you sneaking to do. When people go out to use a lot of drugs and get these addictions to alcohol and whatever the fuck, it's because the hype of doing something bad.
Exactly.
But once you're allowed to do it, now who give a fuck?
It became boring.
I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
It became boring.
Who wants to go?
Who wants to
be fucked up and
exactly.
be trashed and nobody cares and like boo, it's boring.
So they found that shit out years ago, and instead of locking these people up, let's put them on programs to get better. Let's rehab. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense. I just let you know that there's a lot of money in the medicine versus really trying to help these people get off. You know what I'm saying? These hard ass drugs.
It's not even about the medicine with drugs here. It's about the criminalization. They care about those cash cow jails.
That's true too. That's another side of it.
That's what they really care about. It ain't even about
the
the medicine. They ain't give a fuck about medicine. They cared about medicine. They wouldn't have allowed them what's his face to make Oxycontin, knowing that it was like the strongest synthetic heroin they had. You go add more? Stupid. They knew what they was doing. They didn't care about medicine. This country don't care. That's why I do the things I do. That's why I create what I create with CBD. I did bring some of my CBD bath soap. You can actually put this in your bath water. I'm going to leave this here. Whomever would like to keep it. But I also include different essential oils and flowers and things. You put some of this in your bath water if you're having like body aches, body pains, or if you just have any overall anxiety, you had a bad day, you know, if you have like foot pain. I have arthritis myself. I know it doesn't look like
it smells like fuck my job. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But
you go home, put that in the bath and just like fuck my job.
You do this and I promise you,
that shit fire.
Put this in your bath water, fuck around, light you a joint.
You might get some wine around. There might be a wine occasion on that.
I'm talking about when you get out the motherfucking tub, you down for the night. See you tomorrow.
That's fire.
See you tomorrow and you feel better. And what people are learning is that if you smoke CBD before you go to bed, you don't wake up achy. You actually wake up refreshed. Use CBD products all the time.
I ain't gonna lie, people do trash CBD because I guess
they don't know.
They want to call it the fake weed because it doesn't give you the high feeling, but it still gives you the same benefits though.
Well, see, this is the thing. It breaks through the blood-brain barrier. So with weed, you have to make it warm for it to work. That's why you have to smoke it. That's why you have to cook it. For it to activate, you have to heat it. With CBD, you have to do that. But then when I make CBD products, that shit breaks through your blood-brain barrier. You can only inhale so much weed. So it's getting to your receptors different. When you're smoking, it's inhalation. That's fleeting. That's why it only lasts for a little while.
Yeah, that's true.
When you use my CBD products, like I have patients that have been in major car accidents that won't take medication from the hospital, but would rather use the CBD body butter that I make because they're not getting addicted to anything. It may not take all the pain away, but you ain't got to worry about being addicted to oxycodone. You don't got to worry about them trying to give your ass some fucking, what is that, morphine? I hate morphine. I hate going to the hospital because they always want to give you morphine. You just want to put me to sleep, bitch, and I don't appreciate it.
Message.
It's not helping any pain. I still wake up hurting.
No doubt.
You did nothing but put me to sleep and keep me out your face so you can go run around and chase whoever's arm and cut off.
It's a wicked game out here, y'all. You already know, man. I don't like hospitals myself, but and that's why I always try to see what is something more holistic I can try versus trying to. Even with anxiety, I already know if I walk into some spot, telling my symptoms, they gonna have me on some Xanax or whatever the fuck they give our people, and I'm cool on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm good on that because I see more harm than good. And coming from my background. Being put on Ritalin as a kid, you know what I'm saying? That shit have you looking like a zombie. Listen, that ADD shit, that's when they was ADD. You can't pay attention to school, ADD, you know what I'm saying?
It wasn't that they was boring.
Listen, it was, and that's exactly what it is because I'm a visual learner. You know what I'm saying? If you give me something visual, something I can do hands-on, I'm all in tune to it. But if you just giving me that old English way of lecturing, you sit down, I tell you what the fuck it is and you write it down. No, that shit, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't. So I be
that Ritalin shit.
Daydreaming in my own shit. So they had me on that Ritalin shit and I came to my mom. I was like, listen, I'll pay attention. I'll figure out a way. But get me off this shit. Because they have you like a zombie. Like you'll sit still.
That's why I won't take medicine.
Man, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I think that's why I sought weed because I was on that shit. Because it made me feel like that. Like stone but not stone.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Couch lock, you know what I'm saying? But you're not yourself because
came up with it had
whatever your
right,
buzzy, whatever your personality, how I'm talking now, that's not how we would be talking on that shit.
That's how all those medications are, and it's because it's messing with your neurotransmitters. And something that a lot of people have to learn is like, I am someone who, I have bipolar disorder. I was diagnosed right after I had my second daughter. So I've dealt with that my whole life, it feels like, and I don't like taking medicine because it does change your neurotransmitters. And guess what? Once it's in, you can't really get it out. So I recently, I fell, y'all. I be falling and shit because I ain't got no core, and I fell, and I took like some medication I had from my surgery last year because I had my tubes removed. That's a lot of information. I'm high. Oh, so
that can be edited out.
Okay, so
we ain't worried about that.
So when I was like, okay, this ain't making me feel any better, and you know what? I don't remember this making me feel better before this part where I still got this shit. So I looked it up just to be, you know, what's up with this? Why isn't it working? Other people feel this way, and it's really what they gave me is really an antidepressant. But they give that to patients after if they've had some type of acute pain. But it don't take the pain away. All it does is fuck with your neurotransmitters so you don't think that you're having pain. So, but I instantly knew something wasn't right because it sucks the life out of you. So for a couple of days I was like, nah, I'm not good. I'm not okay. This is not all right. Probably reflected in my Facebook post because I was tripping. But that medication was sucking the life out of me, and I was trying to do something to get me back because it takes a while to get that shit out your system. And I was like, well, I'm glad I only took one. But if I'd have like kept trying, like, okay, it's not, maybe I need to take more, I could have really put myself in harm's way. And then when you take yourself, let's say I go to the hospital, they not going, what I say don't mean shit. I could say, hey, I didn't know that this is what it was. They don't give a fuck. Because they're going to treat you like you're a drug addict, a drug seeker or something. Regardless of the fact that I was taking this because my leg hurt and I didn't know that this was really an antidepressant. There's no accountability on the other side of that desk. So that's why now I be trying to tell people, like I told my homegirl, she's taking a medication right now, and I keep telling her, like, you shouldn't be sleeping the way you're sleeping. Like, bitch, get up now. Why are you struggling with this? She had me look up the medication. I was like, you need to get the fuck up off of this right now. Like right now, because
the education is so important.
This is not good for you. It's not working well with the other medications that you're taking. And it clearly says this right here. Some motherfuckers weren't paying attention. You need to go ahead and let them know that they need to take you off of it.
Or didn't tell a doctor they was already on that, so they wouldn't even be prescribed that in the first place.
That's her doctor. They have to, when you have depression, anxiety, and all those different things, they have to prescribe things. You come in and out of medicine. Whatever worked for you this 6 months, ain't gonna be the shit that worked for you in the next 6 months. You can just know that shit right now.
And not to mention, doctors, not all, but we all aware of doctors that get extra bonuses for prescribing certain medicines.
That's illegal as fuck.
I know it's illegal as fuck, but it goes down.
You don't think it happened?
It's illegal as fuck.
It's
and
illegal as fuck,
and
right?
they ass get caught every fucking time.
Yeah. So you think, and the thing is, going back in the day, we was always taught just to trust our doctors. They have our best well-being in hand. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to give you anything that could potentially fuck you up down the line. And you really can't go in there with that same mind state. You have to really, you giving me whatever, Zavloxolene, let me see what the fuck this shit is. Well, I'm just making up some shit, but you know what I mean?
Some real shit,
real talk,
yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow, damn.
Yeah, but it's fucked up that sometimes they don't have your best intentions at hand.
Yeah,
because we see every fucking day there's some type of class action lawsuit for some medication. If you took this back in the day, you know what I'm saying?
That really has to do with the pharmaceutical companies. But what people fail to realize is like there's like a code in healthcare that you're supposed to follow, and that's not even being followed anymore. And then a lot of things have been uncovered with the way medicine have been handled. So it's everywhere, and everything is a power struggle. And right now, people have to realize that doctors are still employees. Unless they have their own practice, they are still fucking employees. So they're going to do employee shit. And you have to know that right off the bat. And a part of doing employee shit, I don't give a fuck what job you have, you're still a salesman.
Yeah, it's a fact.
It does not matter. I don't give a fuck if you digging graves. Guess what? You still representing them graves. So you better talk good about them motherfuckers, because that's what's going to pay your ass to get them down in there.
But it goes hand in hand with food too. The food industry and the healthcare industry.
Oh well, we live in a country that don't give no fuck. Every other country is banning this trash ass shit they're trying to sell. No, that they are forcing us to have. You can't avoid the poison because they have managed to poison all of the soil. Even if you grew your own seeds, there's no way for you to know if those seeds are GMOs or not. You're not a fucking scientist. You can grow it yourself, but you can't really grow it out the ground because that shit's contaminated. B, you don't know if you got a GMO or not because there's no way to guarantee one way or the other. And C, are you even in an area for, let's say you want to have your own cows. Are you living somewhere zoned where you can do that?
That's crazy. We just had an interview with
a black farmer.
With the black farmer, and that's exactly what he does. He raises his own cows on his land.
So it's so many things to think about.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
They say you can do these things, but realistically, can you fucking afford to do it?
It's definitely an undertaking. You really gotta, because that's when you have cows. That's an everyday job. Yeah. Every day you gotta mend fences, you gotta do this,
when
you gotta
have anything is an everyday job.
No
if
doubt.
You're growing your own food, that is still an everyday damn job. Growing
so let me ask you this. So what is the benefits? Like you say, you might have a GMO seed. What is the benefits of growing your own fruits and vegetables? Is it that you're not using those pesticides and chemicals that they're using after the fact?
The benefits of growing your own shit is supposedly it's more cost efficient. B, you will always have access to food, so you could be considered someone that has a food desert.
That's true. And
then supposedly, if you're not using pesticides, it's more healthy.
Yeah.
But it all depends if you're growing it in the ground or not. I'm not a grower. I don't have that type of time on my hands. I would love to do that,
right.
But I'm not there yet. Hopefully, I marry up.
So you say you can never see yourself living off the land, like moving to the country?
No. I definitely can see myself
she
doing
gotta
that.
marry a nigga that's doing that.
But I gotta marry up. In other words, you gotta be ready to do that, and we dedicate ourselves to that. Because once you dedicate yourself to that, that is now your business. Yeah. Like the way I've dedicated myself to my business. Like I still work my my regular job, my 8 to 4:30. But
This
you
is
better
your
know, when I wake up in the morning at fucking 5, I'm starting with this. Probably gonna be fucking with this throughout the day. And when I get done with them, I'm still gonna be doing this. And I do this every day, whether I profit or not.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because I really genuinely give a fuck about what this is. This is my livelihood. Like, if I can't do this, I really get sad.
And you know what, that, just to segue into something, one thing I know we kind of touched on what kind of like the shutdown and COVID kind of brought to the game, but from what I seen, some of the positive things was like entrepreneurship. Some people that lost their jobs during that time had to come up with ways to support their family, you know what I'm saying? I know people that started candle businesses and all types of businesses, people that started making the masks, you know what I'm saying? All types of things of that nature. So one thing I did see is that people understanding that, yo, that job you've been working for 20 years can get taken away. Oh, you ain't essential? Go. You know what I'm saying? So
let me speak to that, because what we are seeing is, you have to understand, everything happens in cycles.
Yeah.
Guess what happened right after slavery? All the slaves and the former slaves began working for themselves.
Making.
And who was struggling after that? And who didn't like seeing that?
They had to come to them for shit.
Now, look at us at that time. Like you said, because we have to acknowledge, Kanye was never wrong when he said we are modern day slaves. You are. But the thing is, when people say slavery, they assume black, because that's all we've ever known in this racist ass country.
Now,
what they should
realize, they're just not publicized.
But what they fail to realize and to tell these folks are, they are also enslaved in this shit. That's why this motherfucker is affecting you just as much as it's affecting me. You also need a job, motherfucker. You too didn't get that silver spoon. They just let you think you did.
Yeah.
If I can drive down the street and your neighborhood is 2 streets away, you ain't make it, bitch. We still in the same mile radius. But they like to let y'all think that. But I'm saying that to say we're watching it happen again. We're watching that strength that people have to survive. That's how we've managed to survive through each generation.
That's a fact.
So the same way for us original slaves came out and had to build their businesses, everybody can cook. You damn right they all can cook. Same shit we dealing with now. Everybody and their mama cooking. That's just what the fuck it is. We know how to do it.
Hold up. There's a distinction of cooking and is it good?
Well,
and this is sellable. But yeah, that's just me.
But guess what? They had that same mindset back then.
True.
Everybody that came out the kitchen wasn't the cook bitch. She might have been the assistant to the cook bitch.
Yeah, for sure.
Didn't touch shit.
No doubt.
But I'm just, that was just, I guess you could say some shots at people sending plates on Facebook, because it's like, it's kind of like how I look at it, like comedians look at Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you ain't really been doing this like that, dog. Stop that, dog. And I don't knock nobody hustle.
There's about to say,
no. Listen, I know.
Because,
but I don't knock nobody's hustle. But I look at them like, you ain't really start from the bottom. Not necessarily saying everybody got to go to culinary school. That's not what I'm saying. Because I know some self-taught motherfuckers that are the shit, and they will.
Yeah, shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Big mama down south ain't go to no school, but
for sure. But ain't no big mamas no more. Word to Bernie Mac, nigga. Ain't no big mamas no more.
Depends on what you consider big mama.
We from that generation of
just like
big mama where she cooked.
We
went to her house
Sunday dinner. Recipes. This person might.
But I don't want to get off the subject. But
all right, go ahead, man. Shout out to the big mamas.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of them no more.
I love all.
But
go ahead.
They do their plates, and I don't hate, but it's just like I said, I feel like.
You know what it is, bro.
Yeah. I'm a real critic.
I think it's the fact that you took passion, you went through the steps to become the culinary arts person that you are. You know what I'm saying? So I think for anybody to see somebody come through the gates and not necessarily go through those steps, it's gonna make you feel a way. It's not hate.
No,
but just because that shit, nigga, you did the sleepless nights. coming up with the recipes.
Hey, everybody think I'm like the shit
That's a
now.
fact.
Like,
That's just
nobody see
that's the same thing that's going on with boxing right now.
Yeah.
How you got people like Jake Paul and Logan Paul, YouTubers coming in making more money than these niggas that have been doing this shit since 14. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that, but you know what we kind of witnessing is an evolution. It's something we ain't never seen before. So when we start seeing shit we never seen before, it kind of put us on edge. Like, hold on, what the fuck's going on? We seeing the evolution, man. People.
Well, then people have to also go back to the basics. In the time that we had to sit, motherfuckers actually had a time to learn.
That's a fact.
That's how so many entrepreneurs came.
Yeah. A different asset.
Because you learn something new. I never ever had any inkling to eat banana bread. Never. But for a class,
pretty good, right?
For a class assignment, no, straight up for a class assignment, because I did graduate from the SLU Cannabis and Management Operations program.
Okay.
I made banana bread for one of them assignments, and that's some shit that I had taught myself to do during the pandemic. That's one of my best sellers. Is my banana bread.
Hold on, I don't want to skip over that because I didn't know that. You say you went to, so SLU has a course in this?
Yes, I work for SLU, so I was like out the first group, and
people need to know this. Like
you the OG. You an OG. Go ahead and say it. You one of the OG. One of the first group. Nah, you an OG.
That is dope because I think people need to know that they can actually, that St. Louis offers. I never knew that.
Yeah, SLU does offer that program for cannabis management and operations. Now, what you do with it is just like anything else.
For sure,
it's what you do with it.
What you do with it.
When I got to the course where it taught us how to make shit, the rest of the fucking courses, I was selling everything. I started my business while I was doing this.
Yeah, I want to help.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Can I just throw you an idea? I mean, should we say this on camera? I don't know.
Man, say it. Come on.
So say it, man. Because you already knee deep in this. But there was a time I wanted to jump into this, you know what I'm saying, edible game. And I had the idea of cheesecakes.
I make cheesecakes. You don't know that about me, huh?
I don't know that.
See?
Because I just figured, like... Listen, there's so many different types of cheesecakes.
Bro,
I'm like, I can just have a
now.
cheesecake edible spot, and I ain't got to do nothing but cheesecake. It's like 100 different types of cheesecakes.
They got savory.
So I was actually working with this chef, and we was trying to get something right, but it didn't happen, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But you get some of that gooey though.
I'm not saying nothing new, but I'm just saying.
This is my key lime cheesecake.
Stop playing, man. Okay, so we're gonna have to promote this to death because I want people to know that.
This is my strawberry lemonade cheesecake.
And this is infused products?
Yes, those are.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, those are infused.
That's what I'm
Get
talking
some of that
about.
gooey for that gooey number, nigga.
And then that's the key lime.
Oh wow.
And then strawberry cheesecake is like my top seller for the cheesecakes. Let me find
I'm about to blow you up because I know a lot of people that like cheesecakes and a lot more people that like cheesecakes.
I make red velvet cookies.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. That's one of the first things.
So the thing about me and my edibles is I custom make them. Anything I make, I typically have made like that morning for events. Like this morning.
That's what I said. You better get some of that for it.
So that's really the move that I make a lot of times. I make things the day of. It does stress me out. I don't care. These are some caramel cakes.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
I'm going to put that order in for them. I don't even eat sweets.
Damn.
I don't eat sweets at all.
This is my red velvet.
I could have brought them to the fight.
No, I don't.
That's my red velvet cheesecake.
You gotta have that background music behind them. That look good right there. Red Velvet is definitely one of my top.
And I'm trying to get to products. I infused, y'all. I'm sorry. I infused chicken. I infused lasagna.
That's what I'm saying. It's savory. You can do anything.
Yeah, that's the chicken I infused.
That's what I want to talk to you off camera about.
It sounds like y'all need to get the cooking,
the
infused podcast going on with y'all too. So I think y'all can come up with some dope ass little recipes. Look at that shit.
Sometimes I do them with extra crumble. They didn't want all the extra crumble.
I like crumble. Put all the crumble on mine.
And then there's one with all the extra crumble.
Yeah. I like, put all the crumble on mine. I like that texture. Yeah. That's a fact.
But yeah, we got to talk off camera about like the methods of what you're doing to infuse shit, because that'll be dope.
Yeah.
To have those host those dinners and have like pear wine and shit.
But I think
this will be our springboard.
It's in the butter though.
Huh?
It's more so the butter.
Infused lasagna. Depends on what oil.
No. It's butter or oil, but I'm saying like the milligrams, so you can when like
So
okay, look.
dosage.
If you the dosage. That's what I want to understand because if you hosting a dinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
People want to know this shit.
I make CBD dog treats.
I ain't got no dog, but that'd be dope.
That's hard. I mean, there's a big market for this. It's a huge market.
That's what I'm saying. So
that's
let's just say, hypothetically, we hosted this dinner, right?
Like, well, people want to know exactly what.
That's what I'm saying. What strain
I got you. Exactly.
The dosage. What it's gonna do. I want to know all that side because I know how to cook. That ain't nothing. I just want to know infusing the
no doubt how much
the weed in there and what I'm doing with
doubt.
that because I got butter in there right now.
No doubt.
Like you know, this is from trim. It ain't no fire shit, but
you just ain't figured out your dosages.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like the milligrams and all that.
Like that's when you gotta really know.
I'm cooking a half a bird, like. What to use, how much to use, you know what I mean? That's what
how much is really dependent upon the person. Like you might have a meal plan set for someone who's just trying this out.
Yeah.
You don't want to try this out and not be able to walk up out of here.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna really give you that. I'm not gonna use that much. I might only use about 3.5 to whatever.
That's right.
So let me ask you this.
To make it low, so the more they eat. Because they're going to keep getting high.
Yeah, exactly.
So if I'm giving you lasagna, that's fucking got the oils and the herbs. That the herbs alone finna get you fucked up too. Boom. I'm not finna put 7 and 10 and 14 grams to them sticks of butter. You know what I mean? And plus you got to think about your bread. Then you got, I don't want you to walk out of here feeling like you overdid it. And I think that a part of the culture... The assumption is you're just trying to get so fucked up
to where you slumped over
and that's not really what it is.
That's what the fuck is going on.
That's rumor. You know what I'm saying? That's what they used to try to make potheads be. The truth is you want to feel elevated. You want a nice elevation. It doesn't feel painful.
Exactly.
If it ever gets painful, that's when you turn around and you either eat a CBD gummy or you use CBD because now you get the entourage effect where you're balancing out. So you're removing some of that negative side effect from too much THC.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. And I was just about to ask, do you need to know like what type of strain you messing with when you using the weed with the butter and all that type of shit?
It's good to know because everything don't taste good with everything.
I'm
not gonna use like a sour diesel if I'm making a sweet treat.
Okay.
Unless you just want to try something funky.
Maybe a blue dream, no baby. Perhaps I don't know, blue dream.
You just never know. Myrcenes tend to be skunky, so you just gotta be like, well, how earthy do I want it to be? That's why I think that you get some people that you bite. Like I'll say this: when you ate my edibles, did it taste like pure weed?
No, hell no.
But it's terp. I'm talking about
it's terp.
That motherfucking butter is terpy as fuck.
That's what I'm trying to get at. That's what I'm saying. Like I want to know what the fuck I'm doing. If I can mix the butter, I can make the oil.
I'm gonna need y'all to come together.
This the butter.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
That's terpy as fuck.
Hell yeah, that's ready.
See, I ain't got no swamp water. You got swamp water.
So
my shit kind of look somewhat like that.
And because I know I'm going out in the public, I didn't make this straight for a smokers event. When I make shit for smokers events, I am out of my fucking mind. I am obnoxious to the point where don't listen. Sleep on me if you want to. I remember that last Canna Fest I did with Mo Green earlier this year. These guys came to my table. Oh yeah, what you got? Oh, you for giving it away, ain't you? They think they getting over. I know what I gave you, motherfucker. I know I ain't charged you a lot for it. It's a reason for that. You came to a Canna Fest.
Right.
You gonna walk out this bitch remembering me.
Yeah, it's a fact. It's a fact. That's marketing right there.
When I tell you those 3 men, the 2 men came back, they was like, yeah, well my brother's in the car asleep. He ate the whole thing. That was the cocky one. That was a cocky one. Yeah, he's
talking all that shit.
Alright, well, tell him I said bye. That's all I got. But that motherfucker gonna remember me if they ever come back. I bet you they swing back my way.
Right. That's what it's all about. Branding, promotion.
Yep. Nah, if I feel like if you go to an event, you came to an event, get fucked up. I'm getting you fucked up. I don't got no motherfucking. I don't have no off switch.
So where was the Candle Fest at? Was that in St. Charles?
It wasn't in St. Charles. It was so.
The most recent one I seen was Kansas City, Missouri.
It's not Kansas, but it's not Kansas City. But it's not Kansas, so it's Kansas City Avenue.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not Kansas City. This is the next one. This is what I'm gonna be in another couple weekends, and that's on Kansas City Road. But it's also it's one of them streets where it has two different names, but it's in House Springs.
Okay.
So like it's nice. It says nice to Columbus Street, but it's really Kansas City Drive. So it has two street names, but it's really one fucking street.
Yeah.
But it's in House Springs, and when I say y'all come out, it's and I think they only charging 10 to get in. It's lit though.
So
it's all names there.
So for the people, go ahead and shout that out one more time. So when is this Candle Fest?
Candle Fest is the 14th and the 15th. Matter of fact, let me just run down all the events.
Listen, and for everybody's, that was one of my questions too. We was gonna get into all the events because I saw on your social media you lit up with events. So please run back.
When I leave you guys,
look at ass. I ain't really making that kind of money. It's gonna be like, so yeah, go ahead.
So I have to actually be setting up here at 2:00 at the 6th annual Community Auto and Bike Show with Lachey's, and that's gonna be on Patterson Road in Florissant.
Okay.
So that's today. Starts at 3.
Florissant. Show up.
And then next weekend is the Mo Green. So that's the Fall St. Louis Canna Expo. And that's going to be in House Springs. And when I tell y'all, it's going to be all cannabis names and that motherfucker. That going there was when I learned that people kind of know who I am. Because I didn't know.
Is that you met? Hold on.
I met some names there and I was like, hi. How are you? I just walked around introducing myself, and then they were like, "Oh, we know you. Do you?"
I was gonna ask you when was your "you made it" moment, and I guess would that be it or something before that?
The first time anyone told me they knew who I was, it was at the Cola. So I had went to one
Shouts
of them.
out to the Cola.
I went to one of them Monday mixers, and I walked in. I'm like, "Hi, I'm here for the mixer," and Brenda was like, I know that.
Y'all, Brendan. Yeah, shout out to Brendan.
Yeah, shout out to Brendan. What's up?
Yeah, man, I'm trying to interview him. I'm trying to get him on here too.
Yes.
For sure.
He was
For
like,
sure.
I know you. And I was like, do you? That felt good. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. He's big in this shit. That's why I'm trying to get him on here.
I ain't gonna lie. That felt good.
He's big in this shit. So, yeah, shouts out to Brendan. Shouts out to the Cola Lounge.
Shout out to Cola Lounge.
Shouts out to Shay. Shay Brown. She do the smoking paint, puff pass of paint.
I love Shay.
See?
Shay's tried my CBD products before and loved it and made a love post. I love it.
Yeah,
look
see?
at that. Full circle.
Hey, come on, bro.
Let me finish this more. Because we ain't done.
Okay. Hey, wait. There's more.
So the 14th and 15th, that's the Mo Green. And then, no, I missed one. Hold on, there's one before that.
Okay.
Shout out to HPG and the Loud Bank. I'm doing their bonfire on October 7th. So that's going to be over at Spanish Lake. Come out. I'm going to be there.
I might fuck with that one.
That's where the growers at, baby. I like fucking with the growers.
Okay.
Then we do the 14th and 15th. And then the next, oh, wait a minute. Let me go back. Y'all know anybody who wants to get on the shuttle, because my girl Abraham McKees has a shuttle going. So it's the smoker shuttle. They'll give you a ride to the event on the 14th and the 15th. They have a 12 p.m. ride and they have a 2 o'clock ride on the 14th and a 12 o'clock ride on the 15th. So you can go find those tickets on Eventbrite for the smoker shuttle to get to the
I got you.
event.
Hold on. Listen, y'all, you can't beat that. You got a shuttle that's actually going to take take you there.
And you can smoke.
You can smoke on this
so
motherfucker.
So you ain't gotta worry about getting pulled over.
Just sit back and chilling.
You ain't gotta, no target on your back.
No doubt.
Okay.
No doubt. I love St. Louis.
So then after that weekend, the following weekend, the following weekend's gonna be busy, y'all. First of all, I'm doing the Can of Wings 5 with the Elite. Can of Wings 5 with Elite Home Growers.
Can of Wings, like.
We gonna have to almost hit all these damn events she's talking about.
So you gotta go to Elite Home Growers page. I can't even pull this shit up real quick. But all I'm gonna say is the shit finna be lit.
I got a whole Halloween costume.
That's with the Elite Home Growers, and they throw a fucking party.
For real?
They get down. So bring your ass. And then the next day is my event. Dun, 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 dun. Me. Where's my little bag? Because I brought the flyers. Did I move my
Your bag over there next to you, cuz.
Okay. So my high do it yourself. So I'm working with J Styles from the smoking section, and KB presents. She's a
the paint your own.
Yeah. So
yeah, I need to get my ticket for that. I need to get my ticket for that.
Yeah, we are doing the make your own rolling tray.
Yes.
So he's gonna have it set up for you to design it, and then you go ahead and
I'm definitely want to pull up that.
Do resin, whatever it is you do to make a rolling tray is what's gonna happen. We're gonna have free pre-rolls. We're gonna have raffles. I'm holding it in Rooted Buzz space. Shout out to Rooted Buzz. I fuck with them. They just were like, oh my God, they were just recognizing the Riverfront Times. Them, and are you familiar with STL Space Streets? They were just, get with it.
Space Streets? No.
Yeah, get with it. Okay, so we're gonna have to get you here.
Okay, good.
So they were just recognizing the Riverfront Times for like best dining experience, best cannabis dining venue, and her STL Space Streets edibles. Like, let me just say, big cannabis community love. I love this. I love this for the cannabis community. So I'm excited. I'm having my event in their space. They're gonna have their food out. I'm gonna have my edibles out. I'm gonna have the homegirl. I want to say her business name right because I always call her Facebook name, and that ain't right. Exotic Happy Hour. Sorry, boo. I be wanting to call the cousins tired because I'm so used to looking at your Facebook page. But Exotic Happy Hour is gonna be out as well. So tickets are still online. We're like halfway sold, so you gotta hurry up and get your tickets.
Yeah,
and that's on the 21st. And then after that, y'all, then Belle Darius, you know who Belle Darius is, the violinist?
Never.
Get your shit together.
I feel bad.
She is having the big art and soul event at the On Guard Hotel on the 22nd. And that motherfucker popped. She popped last year. Y'all don't want to.
I worked there.
I'm going to be there. Then I must have saw you last year.
No, I wasn't working there.
It's on the 22nd.
Of October?
Of October.
Where at? Well, like what part of the? No, we'll talk about that later.
I'm coming to that. I mean, is this like a black?
I do work there.
I
do work there.
Life's a movie, art and soul.
I got tickets too.
Let me know, man.
No,
I was trying not to work that day.
See, we need to be.
I got tickets, and I'll be there.
And I'm trying not to work that day, so I can just pop.
I'm gonna post up. Yeah, I'm gonna have a table. Y'all better come check your girl out. I'll be outside.
That bonfire blunt stuff.
Yeah.
I'll be at that one. But the 13th, I ain't gonna lie.
The 14th and 15th?
No, hold up. The 13th, I'm trying to catch, me and my partner trying to catch, Spit in Starlito in Memphis.
Okay.
So I may try to make one of the 14th or the 15th because of that. You know what I'm saying?
There's another event. Now I know I'm jumping ahead, but the homeboys over at Elite Home Growers are doing High on the Vine in November. So I need to grab my ticket. I want to go.
Well, High on the Vine? What's
High
that?
on the Vine. Oh, baby, they're going to be pairing. I love this. They're going to be pairing wine with weed. Y'all know I love this. So, like, October is going to be busy, and then we're going to trickle into November. But I just want y'all to know we outside.
I'm trying to match it.
Y'all better get with me.
I'm at this paint your rolling tray.
Say that one more time.
The High do it yourself. So that's my
I'm at that. But the bonfire blunts on the 7th because my daughter got she had a little first homecoming cheerleading event that day. So if I could take off that day, I'll be at the what's the name that night.
Okay.
So that's how I'm working.
Hold on, and then one more time for the people that's joining on social media right now.
What's good?
That's the reason I went live on social media, because these are some dope ass events that we was talking about. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Spit your game, talk your shit. We joined here by none other than the legendary Green Girl. And right now, what we talking about is some events that's going down in the month of October. Hey, listen.
Trickling into
solo, bring
November, like she said.
And right here, this is the DIY event. And what's going on with that? One more time.
So that one, the smoking section is going to lead you in creating your own rolling tray. And y'all gonna do the resin rosin. I don't make rolling trays, so I don't know the proper terminology.
So that's different. That's
different. So we're gonna be smoking. You're gonna get the complimentary pre-roll. We're gonna throw some education out there. Y'all know I love education. We're gonna create the vibe. I'll have my table where I'm having it at Rooted Buds Space. Shout out to Rooted Buds. Congratulations again to you and STL Space Trees. I love this for the cannabis community.
Shout out, y'all.
Yes, I love it. So they're gonna have their kitchen open and have some food going.
Let's take a shot.
Yeah, let's take a shot.
With that kind of like all in your.
That's okay, and then you should fire up and pass.
I bet that.
Bow. Click.
Progress, elevation, y'all.
Man down.
So we're gonna have the vibe set. We're gonna throw some education out there and just give you an opportunity to create and also elevate in a very safe space. And the goal is to come with something, periodically host more events and more ways to come together as a cannabis community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Indulge and elevate with one another. And let me do a real quick rundown one more time before I
recap for y'all.
Alright. So today I have the 6th annual Community Auto and Bike Show with Lachey's, and that's going to be over at 2905 Patterson and Florissant. So come check me out there. I'm going to have some treats out. Then tonight I'm going to be at Members Only
I ate mine and this nigga don't know what he doing.
If you ain't already got plans tonight, or if you leave your plans or whatever and you want to come on over to Union, fuck with your girl, it's usually a turn up. And then the following weekend, October 7th, we got the Bonfire and Blunts.
Gonna be at that.
That's gonna be at Spanish Pond Road. That's with HPG and the Loud Bank. Shout out. Shout out to HPG and the Loud Bank. I fucks with it. Then, thank you. Then we're gonna take it over to the following weekend, where that's gonna be with Mo Green in the fall, St. Louis Canna Expo. That's gonna be out in House Springs. So that's 6500 Kansas City Road. And then you can also catch the shuttle, and that one you can go on Eventbrite and find the shuttle for a weekend. And those guys will take care of you, get you there both days, 12 and 2 on the 14th and 12 on the 15th. So get your tickets at Eventbrite.
Listen, a shuttle, y'all. Listen,
a shuttle, you get a ride.
We on the bus, like
smoke
come on,
weed,
man.
chill out,
not like sneakers back in the day.
Right.
No, you good.
Then you got my event, the High Do It Yourself, and then let me also say shout out to Canna BB, because while we're having my event for the High Do It Yourself, we are also going to be collecting donations for gently used duffel bags and suitcases for Canna BB. They're going to donate those. Those are going to be collected for orphans. Too many times children are adopted and they don't have luggage. They don't have bags or anything to take their belongings to their new home. So we're going to collect things for them over at Canna BB. Shout out to you, love. Mwah.
They're not going to give them that little stick in a little bag like back in the cartoon.
We're not
I'm just talking shit, talk shit.
No, that was what you talking about. I know what you're talking about, though. Like Tom Sawyer. Yeah. We ain't talking about Tom Sawyer. No doubt.
Now, on the 20th, because mine is the 21st. On the 20th, Elite Homegrowers is having the Canna-Wing 5, so you definitely don't want to miss the fall harvest. They gonna turn the fuck up. They probably gonna have that cosmic couch out. You know how they get down.
I told them to have all my money,
Elite Homegrowers. Oh yeah, and then the finale for me anyway is the Art and Soul show with Bill Darris over at the Vanguard, and that's on the 22nd. Like a movie. And when I tell you the Who's motherfucking Who stepped out, the Who's motherfucking Who stepped out, and I gotta get my dress right because the bitch like to be fine.
No doubt. I understand. You gotta put that shit on. You gotta put that shit on. No doubt.
Do what I does.
Mm-hmm. You got to.
So, and then after that, we go back into November, and that is when I believe Elite Homegrowers is doing High on the Vine. I'm definitely trying to go. I got to get my ticket because they're going to be pairing wine with weed. I fucking can't wait. I'm so happy for our community. I really am. So, y'all, if you are a cannabis enthusiast, you want to fucking come out, check us out, be down, come see your girl, and, you know, have a good time. Be open, try new things, and get this education. Learn what you can learn.
I was trying not to call through the promos. I was trying not to.
You said you weren't gonna hit that motherfucker, but you did.
People always say ain't shit to do and shit to do. Listen, everything she done ran down. Honestly, it seems like a movie. Like, to be honest, like Vanguard Hotel,
it's happening.
Weed shuttle buses. These are things that you can do, man. Get yourself some peace, have a good time, and do something different, y'all. So please don't miss out. I'm gonna be sharing this like crazy, chopping this up because I want everybody to understand every event that's going on. And listen, I hope to see y'all there because no doubt. Green Girl STL, we is in the building. Spit your gang, talk your shit. I know it's been a little minute, but we are back. We are here. Yeah. Like I say, man. Listen, we got so much. Damn, what time is it, bro?
It is 1:32.
We gotta do a part 2.
We gotta do it right.
Honestly, we got to.
Because
we didn't get into half.
I had about 10 questions I ain't gonna get to.
Because we didn't even talk about hip hop.
We ain't talking about no current.
See,
I had like.
See, because you didn't even know I fucked with Larry June. So now you're like, oh shit, what does she know?
Well, listen, can I ask you this real quick? I mean, well, I'm not.
We gotta do part 2. That's all I know.
Shout out to Hazelwood Central homecoming, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're rooting out for Hazelwood Central. You know I'm an East nigga, but my son played for the team. Yo, we're gonna be there in the live in effect. But I just want to ask you about, you know, Sexy Red. How do you feel about her? You know what I'm saying? Seemed like just like a meteoric rise. Like, honestly, man.
I love Sexy Red. Let's
put that out there. Let
me just talk my shit. That's my baby. I love her.
Let's talk about
that. Fuck what you heard.
All right.
If you bitches can listen to every other song you listen to as a child, you hoes will get over it. You the same bitches that can recite every jaw-breaking, balls in your jaws ass song. You bitches wanted to be Trina. Your hoes thought you was trying to be like Nikki when she came in. Blah, 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 blah. When you fucking get done, you can't stop the motion. Baby, you got that. Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay.
All I can say is plant some peace after that one. Shout out to Trans Lee.
All I want to say is
Instagram. On knives and you worried about how she making her fucking money. Well, meanwhile, you still gotta get your ass up and go.
And I didn't know your position on her, and I'm just so glad you know what I'm saying. You feel that way because we need more positive. Like, yo, listen, man. Let's support our own. Let's get behind our own. Regardless of how you feel, I think other cities are winning because they push their artists or push any keynote person from their city, man. They gonna support them. And I just hate seeing all the negativity surrounding that, man. It's like, come on, St. Louis. I know we gotta do better. So, listen, much success. You know, I feel like she's really blowing up. She's really representing St. Louis, man. So
let me just say
let her do it.
Sitting around being mad because whatever it is that you created did not pop yet does not mean that she ain't doing her motherfucking job. And that's the end of it.
Can't handle somebody's success. Listen, if you don't want your kids listening to it, you got to be censoring that. That's our job.
That has always
it's a tough job, but damn, it's our job.
It's always been an issue for parents is censorship.
It's a fact. Come on, I was listening to Ice Cube, all that shit.
Let's take it further back than that.
Okay.
Motherfucking kids was sneaking into juke joints to hear music and listen to it
That's
and
a
learn
fact.
how to dance, and them
That's a
motherfuckers
fact.
became whole superstars.
That's a fact.
Get over your motherfucking self because you mediocre and you ain't made it yet.
Ooh.
We gotta stop the hate, yo. That's all I'm saying, man. We just gotta stop the hate. Promote positivity, St. Louis, man.
Yes,
I love
sir. We
y'all.
out here.
We out here, Sexy Red. Keep doing your thing. And one thing,
And do.
listen. And one thing I'm
We got a
seeing,
part 2 coming up.
I'm seeing more
Hey.
people shining their light on St. Louis. I'm seeing more artists getting signed from St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? It just takes that one person
We got
to bring
people.
that light. Same
We
thing when
got
Nelly
people.
came through. You saw Chingy, Jaquan, Baby Huey, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? You saw, you just saw a slew of St. Louis.
Spade River.
Spade Ripper, you know
Now,
what I'm
let me
saying?
just say
That's a
this.
fact. So it's good to have somebody shining the light.
It's
regardless.
a lot of different types of talent. It ain't no one kind of thing. Y'all fucking act like y'all didn't know about Shmino.
Shmino, stop playing.
Motherfuckers forget about
playing.
Nando,
Yes,
STL,
yeah,
fuck
facts.
out of here. You
Facts.
got Cook, Crack. What the fuck is y'all saying to me? You got motherfuckers out here. You got
That's a
25.
fact.
Y'all got niggas out here.
That's a fact.
Why are we playing? You got Hazy
Bates.
in them. Like, you
Yeah,
got
Bates.
motherfuckers out here.
Hazy was on here. Shouts out to Hazy.
Y'all got niggas out here. What
Yes.
is you
We
doing?
ain't
Yeah.
supporting, man. We
What
too
is we
busy
doing?
hating. We
Grabs
too
in the
busy.
bread.
And then when you get through hating,
See, we
y'all
about to
going
go
to
over
try to
now.
make the
See,
same
this is
shit
where
that
we
you
about to go.
mad
That's
at.
a fact. That's a
You
fact.
can't be mad at the game and then turn around and go do the same,
Same
shit,
shit.
you mad at.
Mhm.
Motherfucker, please.
Like they say, man, take more muscle to frown in the face than to smile, y'all. We got to just get off this bullshit. Listen. Because motherfuckers ain't worried about the haters. You know, we understand that the game is going to have that. But at the same time, it doesn't have to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But, just, like I say, I fuck with Sexy Red. I think what she do, she comes with a... Listen.
No, she's
I come from
average-
a generation where my
not
brothers put
average.
me on Luke and shit.
She's
these
like
motherfuckers-
a St. Louis
it's
chick
the
that
same shit.
ain't been presented to the world yet.
Like,
There's no woman from St. Louis. SZA don't present
Art
that
imitates
image.
life, man. So that's all it is, yo.
That's what I'm saying. But
You
SZA
can't
doesn't
blame
have
one
that
person
image
for having
though.
that.
because
type of-
SZA ain't straight like that.
But
like that.
that's what
You know
I'm
what
saying.
Like,
But
she ain't.
It's kind of like this.
You
I'm
can
gonna
relate
give
to
you like
Sexy
this.
Red because you the meta Sexy Red.
Sexy Red and 30 Deep Grimy have given the rise of the real what St. Louis looks like.
You know what I'm
From a
saying?
young person perspective,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Right, I give you that.
Or just
That's
how
Because
people
everybody's
talk to
giving
one
that
another.
mainstream.
it was known as a more of a party city for us when you come to
Exactly.
rap.
But
movies,
Sexy
portray
Red
that.
and 30 Deep Grimy,
No doubt.
nigga, stop.
you
Nigga, they got
That's
no.
that real raw shit.
Man,
That's
You
right.
that's what
listening to
I'm-
how
that-
people talk to each other. That's how motherfuckers talk to each other.
That's a
And
fact.
folks can't
Real
get with
shit.
that.
And that's why people love Sexy Red, because we recognize she is being herself.
Yeah.
She's not trying to play a character.
Because we know what
Yeah, people
chicks
respect
from the
her.
north side be
No doubt.
on, bruh.
Straight up. You know what I'm
So-
saying? So she just being herself regardless.
Mm-hmm.
She's just being herself. And people recognize people that's being genuine. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They're going to
Yeah.
gravitate.
Yeah.
That's how Cardi B got on, man.
For sure, for
She
sure.
pulled no punches.
Stripper. Extra.
First of all,
She told you,
Cardi B
I came on and
out
bought
the
my
gate.
teeth. She let you know. I got my
Extra.
She
teeth.
came out
Jealousy.
the gate with the smart shit on the show, and that's what made
Yeah.
I was somebody. As soon as I saw her, I was like, "She finna be famous."
She gonna be famous.
And I wasn't wrong. She
No doubt.
delivered when
And
she
she
was
killed
checking niggas. It wasn't even about what she was rapping about. I figured that was what it was.
No doubt.
It was the way she handled motherfuckers. And when she checked the motherfuckers, sir, what you're not gonna do is this with me and think that that's how that's gonna roll. And I can relate to that. And there's a lot of people that can relate to that. And guess what? That same motherfucker that tried to play with her on that goddamn show, she surpassed his ass.
Everybody. Everybody.
Facts.
She's an international star.
She surpassed all of that.
Love and Hip
And
Hop.
they
You probably never
motherfuckers
seen
tried
Love and
to,
Hip Hop.
and they tried to play her. He tried to play with her like she was just some random stripper bitch.
No.
And it was like, all right, fam, you playing in her face. I don't like it.
Listen, well, like I say, we like to be proud of everybody's success here, man. We got no room for hate here, man. And, I just wanted to ask you about that because I know it was a lot of topics. I was going to ask you about this Darius Cook shit. You know what I'm saying?
Save that.
Okay, so let's schedule the
We
part
got
two.
to, man. It was
That's
so
what I'm
much
saying.
shit.
Yes, let's schedule the part
Hey.
two.
We'll have to,
Mama likes
man.
to talk.
We're going to have to, man.
We're going to have to. It's imperative.
Remy
nigga.
Ma
Yeah.
Papoose, I wanted to know it
Oh.
all. I had it all here. You know
Y'all
what I'm
didn't
saying?
want to know what I think. So.
Ooh,
Yeah, look,
listen.
I
And now
got
that I know she in
no
tune
setup.
with hip hop, my questions have
Well,
changed.
listen.
man, spit your game, talking shit, man.
Like I say, I really appreciate you coming to the podcast. I knew when I first met you at the Hazy P. Newton concert, Kyle was like, "Yo, we got to get her on the podcast." And
Let me talk. Hey,
I was in agreement with that. So he was definitely the person.
Let's how I met her, cause she probably gonna laugh her motherfucking ass off.
Let's go. Do your thing.
I was a guest on the Up and Smoke podcast, right? Okay. Shouts out to Casmo, all of my guys over there. I can't remember everybody.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? 16 bars.
All right, shout out.
There you go.
Shout out to you guys.
And shouts out to Shay Brown for getting me on there, right?
Yes.
So look. My first look on a podcast, right? I'm in that bitch, right? I'm chilling, and I go to the gas station. I try to get some alcohol, but I end up buying a fifth. Yeah. So relax. So I get in there. I'm on the mic, right? I'm chilling. So I was smoking. I had a couple beers. I took 2 shots to the head, right? So then I was like, okay, I'm feeling it. I'm good. So then. I'm not a guest no more. Mm-hmm. I'm just chilling. Okay. So I'm getting wasted. Okay. Nigga. I ain't gonna say wasted, but I'm just getting turned. Like, okay, all right. So look, fast forward to get to the point though. When I knew she was there, I knew she was dope, I knew she was doing her products, but I wasn't really in tune like that how I wasn't now.
Yeah.
She probably gonna laugh her ass off. But I walked outside, I'm kinda like stumbling and shit at this point.
Okay, you took it there.
Bruh, I took it there just a little bit. I'm not fucked up. Okay. I can drive home and shit, but I'm just a little fucked up. It's like walking and shit. So I see her, she was like,
this man ain't gonna be able to get through the story, man. This story about to be on part 2.
No. But I was just like,
okay.
I need you on my podcast or something.
It's a fact.
And then she's like, give me a little card. I'm like, I'm all fucked up. She's like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm good.
You want to say that in the middle, right? You want to say that in the middle. We about to say that in the middle. Are you okay?
Nah, but man, that shit was funny though. That was the first time like I asked her to be on that motherfucker. And then I saw her at the Hazy show.
That's a fact, man.
At the birthday party.
Great energy at the Hazy show. Yeah. I knew I had to have you on
that shit was funny though.
You.
But that was my first encounter, like saying I need you on the podcast because I was off.
And that brings us to listen. Do you have any, you know what I'm saying, social media that you want the people to know? You know what I'm saying? How can they get in contact with Green Girl? We got that definitely. And for the people who don't want to use technology,
definitely. So you can definitely find me on Instagram. I am greengirl_STL. And then, so I have 2 Facebook pages because they be shutting me down. So,
both. But go ahead. You go ahead and let the people know. We on both.
I be in trouble. So I am Green Girl STL Display, and that's the one that gets shut down a lot. And then I just started another one. Let me find my name though, y'all.
GG.
Yeah, I think it's like GGSTL.
Yeah, that's the newest. Yeah.
Yeah, so, and I like for people to follow me on both.
We be tired of switching.
I mean, I be seeing random pussy. Thank you. G Girl St. Louis. And you have to do capital G, lowercase GRST, then space, capital L.
Okay.
Like my Jordan.
Yeah. Like I straight have to do all this extra shit. It's so weird. And it's almost like they don't want me to have nothing that says green or anything like that.
That's true. That's true.
They trying to take it away from me.
Green Light Dispensary, where she was like, make sure when you tagging this shit, don't put certain words and shit like that.
Cause they trying to.
That shit was crazy.
They trying to inch it. Like at one point, I couldn't use certain emojis, and they'll flag my shit. Boy, the way you just suck my imaginary
dick. That's crazy, man. That's why we gotta start our own. Whatever. We gotta start our own platform.
It is a platform out there. It's very.
It's on platform now.
Shit out there.
Fan base. Fan base is a black social media, but I don't get it. I don't get it.
Well, we gotta figure that out, fan base. Maybe we can talk to somebody from fan base,
Twitter,
because we need to get your shit out there. Fan base, if you black, we need to get your shit out there. But listen, it's been a pleasure. Appreciate you blessing us. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Listen, guys, if y'all don't know, the video's gonna be out soon.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Definitely.
Yeah.
Part 2 coming soon.
I know that's
Part
right.
2, we gotta do. I mean, soon, y'all. I mean, we gonna have to see when you free again.
It's been a good time.
Yeah, it's about 15 questions I ain't even get to ask, but.
And then we can just study on the hip hop shit and whatever questions we had.
Cause now they know.
Larry June.
All right, peace and love, y'all. No doubt.
Hey,
Brain down hearts, baby.
Good job, Facebook.
Good job.
Doing numbers, Facebook.
What up? What's up with it? All right.
Playing some peace, baby. Yeah, that shit was dope.
I need another bag because I stuffed this bitch and it is breaking.
I got something for you.
Thank you. I need to take this with me. I need this because when you scan the code,
that's how we can pay.
Yeah, definitely.
It takes you to the link.
Yep.
And I just got an update that we only have like 40 seats. We are 21 tickets sold.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Definitely. And then what? The next day is the Angar Hotel.
Yeah. So the 20th, the day before that is the Halloween party. Then the Angar.
Yeah,
I definitely
want to.
I want to do the Angar for sure. But this man.
And I got those tickets too. So if you need them, let me know. I can sell you some tickets.
I got you.
Okay. The Angar is what day? Sunday.
That's Sunday.
Yeah, okay.
So the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, I'm gonna be wore out. I told my boss I'm not coming to work on the 23rd. You should just know right now. Don't look for me that Monday. I apologize in advance.
Yeah, I sure did eat that light bulb on camera, didn't I?
Yep, that's all right though. You handled it well.
I forgot all about it, man.